Hello, this video is a brief introduction to using Box at the University of Arkansas. The first thing I'll introduce is the Box website, box.com. You can go here and you can learn more about what Box is. Briefly though, Box is a cloud storage platform and it's also a really good uh, collaboration tool that you can use to share information and files with your colleagues and friends at the university. So without further ado, let's get started using Box at the University of Arkansas. To do that, the first thing you're going to want to do is open your web browser and go to box.uark.edu. If you have a university account, just click Continue. Then enter your university user ID and password. If you don't have a Box account, the first time you do this login, it will provision and create your Box account. Once your account is provisioned and created, other people will be able to share files with you, and you'll be able to share files with other people who have already provisioned their Box account. So this web interface that you're seeing right now is one of the main interfaces that you'll use to interact with Box. And I just want you to see that there's a bunch of folders here that I've created for various things. And inside those folders are the files that I'm working with other people on or just with myself. These folders here that are yellow are my private folders. And then the ones that are blue are ones that I'm collaborating with other people at the university on. Um, so let me just open up one of these so that you can see what it looks like. One of the interesting things that you'll notice here is that there's different kinds of files. Box knows what to do with a PDF automatically, and it knows what to do with a lot of other different kinds of files. And then there's some files that it doesn't know what to do with, like an MSI file or a PKG file. So just depending on the file extension determines whether or not Box is going to be able to open it natively or not. But regardless of whether or not Box can open it natively, you can always download the file from here. The other thing I want to point out too is notice the little V2 here. That means that there's multiple versions of this file. One of the things that's really neat about Box is that it has version control. Every time you work on a file and change it and then save it again, Box saves the previous version as well as the current version that you're working on. And it can do this for up to 100 versions of every single file. So that can be really helpful. If you ever need to get an older version of the file, you can just click on that and it will show you the different versions. Here's version 1, here's version 2, and you notice that I can download either one of those. So that's a nice feature. The other thing that you're going to want to do is install the Box Drive application. To do that, just click on your username icon over here in the right corner and then click Apps. And then in the search window, just type in Box Drive. Click on the result, and then there's a couple of options here that you can download. Download for Windows 64-bit. That's what Windows people are going to want to use. And then here's the Mac version. I doubt that very many of you will still need the Windows 32-bit version, but it's available if you need it. So I'm just going to download this file, save it, and then run it. Once you get the Box login screen, you're going to want to use the single sign-on option. Put in your email address, click login. This will take you to the Microsoft login prompt where you're going to need to put in your credentials one more time. Probably want to say yes to this one. And you're ready to go. The next thing you'll notice is that when you click on any Windows Explorer window, there's going to be a new item over here called Box. It's just like another drive on your computer, and you can see the files, interact with them, just like you would any other folder on your computer. And this is the primary interface that you're going to want to use for managing your work. You can open up any application on your computer, create a document, create a PowerPoint presentation, create a spreadsheet, or any type of file that you need to. And then when you're done, all you do is save it in one of these folders that you've created in Box. So this is the primary interface that you're going to want to use for interacting with your files and folders in Box. And then the web interface for Box is where you're going to want to manage who has access to the folders that you've created. So if I have, for example, this folder here, and I want to grant access to somebody, all I do is click on Share, invite collaborators, and then I put in the names or email addresses of the people that I want to share with. And I assign what level of permissions that they have to that folder. And once I do that and send the invitations, these folders will actually show up in my collaborators Box system. And that's how it works. So that's a brief introduction to using Box at the university, and that's pretty much all you'll need to get started. Good luck and enjoy the program.